all the top boys
It
are
was, you know, Marvin, I wanted to give up, honestly. I wanted to
yeah,
give
yeah.
up.
If I
But I
got
said,
it
no,
half 12 was Melbourne just said,
it was, yeah.
you
Yeah.
so
It was too much. It was too much.
They were just having their drinks and then sitting down and then going for Instagram. I am original.
Right, so I've just bought a box of 67 inches from a seller at a car boot sale. It's all soul, most of it Northern Soul, I think. When I bought it, I only looked through the first 10 records. I just asked him what he wanted for the box, and I took the lot basically. So yeah, this is what I saw. Stuff like The Invitations, Dowell Banks there on Atlantic. What's this? The Capitals, Hey Stranger on Atlantic. Patty Austin demo there on Columbia. The Clintone label, Rosetta Johnson, A Woman's Way. Yeah, so yeah, as you can see, really interesting stuff. There we go, Sister Showman on Swan. Yeah, so obviously some of them more valuable than others I expect, but are all really clean. Doesn't seem to be any boots in here. They're all like original copies. That's the nice Nashborough sleeve there. Bits and pieces, did I scare you? So yeah, so I'm gonna go home, give all these a spin, and then I'll show you what I've got. Hey VC, how's it going? Right, okay, you'll have seen from the bit of video there that last weekend I bought a box of Soul 45s at a car boot sale. Now, yeah, it's about 5:30 in the morning. I was walking past a house clearance guy. He got loads of stuff out, and there's lots of interesting stuff that he had that day. So somebody clearly passed away. He's emptied their house, and there was lots of art books and well, pieces of art and stuff like that as well. But there's a single box of 7-inch singles. There were no other LPs. There were some CDs. I did have quite a few soul CDs as well, mainly compilations and stuff. But I think there was 61 Soul 45s, and it was a mixture of Northern Soul tracks, but also some nice sort of mid-70s, sort of mid-tempo soul. Very cool stuff. Now, I'm going to show you first of all some of the records that really jumped out at me because I recognised them straight away, and then in a little while I'll show you some of the more valuable items. But this was the record that was at the front of the box, which got my attention straight away. This is The Invitations with Look on the Good Side, a nice white label promo. And behind that straight away was another track by The Invitations, and that's a version of Your Precious Love, the old Impressions tune, written by Curtis Mayfield, of course. And talking of Curtis Mayfield, it's almost like I planned it, isn't it? Gene Chandler on Soul City with his version of Nothing Can Stop Me, which is just a Northern Soul classic. Not necessarily very expensive, that one, but in great condition. All of these records pretty much look unplayed. They've certainly, mine have only been played a handful of times, if at all. Another nice little bit of Northern Soul, I Hurt on the Other Side by Jerry Cook. This is obviously a US copy there. Now, the Gene Chandler track and I Hurt on the Other Side, I think they were both on the very first Northern Soul compilation that I bought back in the 90s, and there they were next to each other in a box of records at a car boot sale in Birmingham. So yeah, very cool. Right, there are quite a few demos in here. This is nice white label, A-label demo of Betty Wright's Clean Up Woman. I have quite a few versions of that already, either on LP or 45, but I haven't got a promo like that, which is very cool. In the company sleeve, and another one in the company sleeve, another A-label promo, Lean On Me by Bill Withers. Stone Cold classic, that one, of course. Now, one of the first records that I saw, which really got me excited, and this is one of the reasons why I was making a video of in my car boot at 6 o'clock on a Saturday morning or whatever it was. Don't think I've ever done that before. I must have been excited. And this is the Jackson Sisters with I Believe in Miracles. I've got an LP. I've never seen it on a 45 before. Goes for a little bit of money, but yeah, that is absolutely fantastic. A few Dionne Warwick singles in there. So on Stateside, her version of Don't Make Me Over, the old Bacharach and David song. yeah, I absolutely love that, and a lovely copy in the stateside sleeve. A nice Pie International demo there of Dionne Warwick's Anyone Who Had a Heart, obviously made famous by Scylla over here, wasn't it? But yeah, that's a nice version. And a test pressing there of Dionne Warwick's tune Reach Out For Me. I didn't know that one, but yeah, a nice thing. And then stuff like the Capitals with Cool Jerk on Atlantic. Yeah, this is the ad-libs with The Boy From New York City, which I think was done by Darts in the 70s, wasn't it? A terrible version, but I do like that on the Redbird label, which is cool. And finally, and I'll do a needle drop on this just before I show you some more records, and this is Marvin Smith with Who Will Do You Running Now, written by Curtis Mayfield, and that's on the Mayfield label, which is very nice. So yeah, see what you think of that.
What goes up has got to come down. What goes around always comes around. You had me hooked up on your merry-go-round. Now your motor's run down. To a stop we are bound. Who will do your running now? Make the stay or you pay. Who will do your running now? What you pay are those people gonna say? So involved in love and I've been so long.
Right, so now on to a few of the surprises that were in there. Some tracks that I didn't know. Yeah, very cool stuff as well, and some of the more money items as well. So first up, Bobby Hebb with A Satisfied Mind. Nice enough track, but it's all about the flip on here, which is a bit of a Northern Soul dancer. Love, Love, Love on Phillips. Very cool. Now this was interesting because this is a promo and it's produced by David Axelrod. So this is Patrice Holloway with That's All You Gotta Do. Obviously an American demo there. Backed by Stay With Your Own Kind. So both tracks produced by David Axelrod. Pretty much a straight 60s soul, but very nice all the same. There's only one picture sleeve in there, and that's this. This is a French picture sleeve of the track Love You Baby by Eddie Parker. Very nice tune. Definitely be keeping that. And we're on to a few more, a few of the money items now. So this one in particular was really nice. On the Chess label, I've been listening to loads of gospel stuff recently. I've been talking about this in recent videos. But yeah, this is by the Gospel Classics. The track's called You Need Faith. And this is just beautiful. Fantastic vocals. Upbeat, a bit of a dancer. But yeah, a lovely bit of gospel there. Gospel soul. This is probably the most valuable of the bunch. This is a track called Madness by the group Strange. I didn't know this at all. It was only when I got home and researched it that I realised that Athens of the North have really recently reissued this single. Yeah, very cool, a little bit funky, nice tune. Now the pick of the bunch for me is undoubtedly this. This is Dorothy Morrison with I Can't Go Without You, mid-70s, mid-tempo soul. Yeah, so Dorothy Morrison was the vocalist for the Edwin Hawkins Singers. So that big tune that they had, Oh Happy Day, which was everywhere in the late 60s, early 70s. So many people covered it. But yeah, it was her lead vocal on that track. This is absolutely gorgeous. So perhaps one of the most sort of expensive records in the bunch. But yeah, that's my pick of the bunch. And then stuff like another demo here on Buddha, Phyllis Hyman, Living Inside Your Love. 1979, nice bit of, let's say, late 70s soul, very cool. I do like Phyllis Hyman. A bit of Northern Soul on President, Johnny Wyatt's Who It May Concern, and I think this thing called Love, I think that's the A side, but yeah, that's very nice. I'd say all of this stuff is absolutely pristine. Many of the records here have got the original company sleeves, and I say they all look barely played. So this is a nice one. There's two records here actually on Mercury. Lorraine Ellison, Call Me Anytime You Need Some Loving, Please Don't Teach Me to Love You, very nice. And one more on Mercury in the Mercury sleeve, Newbury and Johnson, Sweet Happiness, which is another nice 60s tune. Now, I mentioned at the beginning of the video that there weren't any bootlegs in here. Now, That's true, except for one. And when I first saw this, I did get quite excited because if this had been genuine, this had been £1,000 record. It's not, it's a bootleg. It took me a little while to work it out, but it is definitely a boot. And so it costs about a tenner. It's valued at about a tenner anyway, but a little bit different. But Delilah Moore, wrapped up tight, backed by It Takes Love. Great mid-70s soul, as I say. Would be worth decent money, but still a great tune to have. So there you go. That's, I don't know how many I've got through there. Probably about 30 records. I've got the same again to show perhaps in another video, but really nice stuff. An absolute stroke of luck. It doesn't happen every day. I doubt it'll ever happen again, but I'm certainly going to make the most of it as it has happened. And yeah, I've been playing this stuff all week, and I'm going to be playing this stuff for weeks to come. Both sides, A's and B's, loads of great tunes. It's nice to hear stuff that you don't know, particularly when you collect soul music. So, cool. Cheers.